Hey Rich Babes, I'm Robin Milan and welcome back to A Rich Girl's Glow Up. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and drop a comment if you ever had to reintroduce yourself silently because people had the wrong version of you in their head. I just noticed that I still have on my screen glasses, so we're just going to continue. So today's monologue is going to be titled, I am not what you think I am. I am what you think I am. I know. Whew. I get it. Let's sit this into your spirit because a lot of people don't realize what they think of you has nothing to do with who you actually are. It has everything to do with them. So let's get right into this. See, when someone calls you arrogant, it's often because they feel small next to your confidence. When someone calls you too much, it's because they were taught to shrink themselves. They were raised to stay quiet, to stay soft, to stay in their lane. So your voice feels like a threat. It's not that you're too bold, it's that they were never taught they could be. So what do? They project. You are not what they think you are. You are what they fear, admire, envy, and don't understand. Okay? Because they are what they think you are. Rich Babe, please stay with me. We have to talk about projection because it's one of the biggest energy drainers when you're trying to evolve. You ever notice how the moment you start setting boundaries, people start calling you mean? The moment you pull back and focus on yourself, they say you're acting funny. You say no once and now you're selfish? It's projection. They want the version of you that made them so comfortable, not the version of you that made you powerful. Do you get it? Okay. So here's the truth. Every time someone misunderstands you, it's a window into how they see themselves. This is war, baby. This is the art of war. Not everyone has the emotional maturity to say, she's not stuck in survival mode like me, but that really triggers me. Or they'll say, she doesn't need my approval, and that actually makes me feel irrelevant. Instead, they'll just label you something that's easier for them to process. They'll try to reduce your energy to something digestible so they don't have to confront what you actually represent. But you, Rich Babes, you were never meant to be small enough to fit in someone else's version of you. This is why detachment is so powerful. Okay, and Aquariuses, we do that all the time. Hey, Aquarius girlies. You have to learn to be fully yourself without needing to be understood. Because the truth is, most people don't know who they are, let alone who you are. Okay? And if they don't even have a clear lens on themselves, how can they ever see you clearly, okay? Let them think what they need to think. Let them gossip. Let them assume. Assumption makes asses out of people. Let them label you. Because, Rich Babe, if your authenticity threatens them, that's their mirror, not your fault. I had a comment that said, I was happier when you were faceless. Why? Because you thought I was ugly? Why? You thought because I'm saying stuff and I'm not actually showing up in the image that you thought that I was? Oh, okay. Wow. I was like, what's the difference between me showing up faceless and face? I'm still giving you the same commentary. The only difference is I'm showing up. I'm showing up cute. All right. That's that mirror that I'm talking about, and it's not your fault, okay? So here's what I had to learn. The version of me in your head That's your creation, your past, your fear, like your unhealed trauma, your jealousy, your admiration. You're not even ready to admit your conditioning. But the real me, she don't live in your head. She lives in her purpose. She lives in her peace. She lives in her glow up. We're not here to be understood by everyone. We're not here to beg people to see us correctly. No. We're not even here to over explain, because silence is clarity. Let them talk. Let them guess. Let them project. Do you understand? You just keep becoming her, becoming the woman of your dreams. Do you understand? I'm telling you this because I know you've been shrinking. You've been softening your power just to avoid being misunderstood. You've been playing humble just to keep the peace. You've been trying to be likable, digestible. And I get it. But that version of you, she's tired. Tired. She's tired. She's shrinking in places that were meant to stretch her. She's suffocating under expectations that were never meant for her. So today, I want you to decide, I am not who you think I am. I am who I decide to be. And your discomfort with my evolution is not my assignment. I'm going to take up space. I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be powerful, divine, beautiful, opinionated, spiritual, rich, soft, protected, and at peace. And if that version of me offends the image you built of me in your head, well, babe, that's between you and your mirror. Like, get close on this. Projection will always happen, but what you no longer owe anyone is a reaction. Okay. You are allowed to be misunderstood and still stand in your truth. You are not too much. You are just enough for your purpose. And the people who are meant for you will never be confused about your energy. Do you understand, Rych Babes? So let them think what they want. Because you already know who you are, and that's all that matters. Do you understand? So become the woman who walks in a room and make people wonder. Secure the bag, protect your peace, and stay rich, Rych Babes. I love you. All right, y'all. See you.